Okay guys, let me know once you are able to see my screen. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yeah, this
Okay. So in our last class, we have discussed IPsec VPN theory part, like what is a phase 1, what is a phase 2, what is encryption, what is integrity, what is authentication, and all we have discussed in our last class. Okay. So today we will go with IPsec VPN side-to-side VPN configuration in our lab environment. If you have missed last class, please go through a recording and you will be able to understand. Give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. So these things we have already discussed in our last class, like what are the components available in IPsec VPN, like authentication, integrity, encryption. Why do we need all these things? Okay. Then what is a phase 1 authentication and what is a phase 2 actual traffic? See, generally in a Fortigate firewall we have two phases. Even in a practical also, when we are configuring, we need to configure phase 1, we need to configure phase 2. In a phase 1, it is called a management tunnel, where actually firewalls to firewall will be able to communicate. Suppose I am having firewall 1 to firewall 2. Actual firewalls will communicate using a phase 1. I am having my public IP and another side I am having another public IP. For example, this is our firewall. Okay. Now this is our environment. 1 minute, guys. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Suppose this is my firewall at DC, this is my firewall at the branch. Now on a DC I am having an internet link, on a branch also I am having an internet link. So using a phase 1, this firewall will communicate with the other side firewall only with the public IP addresses. There would be no private communication in a phase 1. Okay. In a phase 1, firewall to firewall will communicate. They will decide what would be the encryption algorithm. What is authentication? Authentication means either it can be pre-shared key or it can be certificate. Okay. Then they will decide what is the hash algorithms and what would be the timer. At every timer, every given timer, they need to refresh the tunnels. They need to refresh their secret keys. Okay. So they will decide all these things. So using a phase 1 or during a phase 1, whatever we have configured here, encryption, hash algorithm, and a password, timer, everything should be matching on this firewall also. So this is called algorithms or phase 1 algorithms. So both the firewalls should match both the algorithms. Apart from algorithms, we will say when you want to create a tunnel with another firewall, this would be your remote IP. Okay, we will say this firewall, this is your remote IP, and this firewall also we will say remote IP would be another. Suppose this IP is 100.1.1.1. This IP is 101.1.1.1. Okay. So to DC firewall, I will say your remote IP is 101.1.1.1. And for a branch firewall, I will say your remote IP is 100.1.1.1. Apart from this, we will say encryption, hash algorithms, and everything. But here there would be no private communication. Only public IP to public IP will communicate on a firewall. And after a phase 1 tunnel came up, there would be another tunnel. We call it a phase 2. Okay. During a phase 2 tunnel, even we will give encryption and hash algorithms. Okay. And even we will give timer. Apart from this, we will give a secret, or we call it a interesting traffic. In a Fortigate, we call it like a selectors, phase 2 selectors. In a Cisco term, we call it a interesting traffic in a tunnel. But in a Fortigate term, we call it a phase 2 selectors. In a phase 2 selectors, we will give our private subnets. Suppose I am configuring a phase 2 selector on a DC. I will say my source subnet would be, this is my source subnet, 192.168.100.0. Then I will say my destination subnet would be, this would be my destination subnet, 192.168.200.0/24. And same thing we need to configure at another firewall also. So on branch firewall, I will say my source subnet would be whatever we have configured here as a destination, right? That would be source, or this would be my source, 192.168.200.0. And my destination should be, this is my destination, 192.168 100.0. So this phase 2 selectors should be identical. Here what is the source, other side it should be a destination. Here what is the source, other side it should be a destination. If it is not identical, a phase 2 selector will not come up and your actual traffic will not be flowing in your environment. Okay, your phase 1 tunnel would be up but your phase 2 tunnel is not up, then traffic will not flow or users will not be able to communicate over a VPN. Okay, so this would be given in a phase 1 and phase 2 in our configurations. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, done. So let us see what phase 2 and phase 2 we call it like user traffic or actual traffic would be encrypted. Phase 2. In a phase 1 there would be no actual traffic, only management traffic or firewall to firewall communication will happen. Okay. So now let us go to our lab guide. So this would be the phase 1 selector we would be using. Let me copy this. Sorry, it is not. Give me 1 minute. Phase 1 parameters. Then phase 2 parameters also let us select. The IPs can be here and there change. Let us see if IPs are same as it's. Okay. So now let us see as per our lab 100.1. Okay, IPs are getting changed here in a phase 1. So on a site A, our remote IP would be not this one. What is our remote IP as per our lab environment? Let us see. It is 101.1.1.1. So now let me change it. The remote IP would be changing. Apart from that, everything would be same. 101. Okay, sorry. It would be 101.1.1.1. 100.1.1.1. Okay. Apart from that, everything would be same. This would be the pre-shared key or authentication we call it, and this should be the hash encryption and hash algorithms. Then DH group for a secret key. Then lifetime. Every lifetime the secret key would be changing. And same thing will happen at a phase 2 also. This would be our local subnet, remote subnet, local subnet, remote subnet. This is our phase 2 selectors and the hash algorithms and the secret key for a encryption. Okay, secret code. That's it. So now let us do this thing. Let us configure our firewall. As per in our lab environment, we have this router configured. We have firewall port 1 configured. This firewall also port 1 configured. Now we need to do configuration everything. So let us start. I'll go to this PC. First we will do configuration at a branch side. Okay. On a branch side, admin. There is no configuration at all in a firewall now. We need to do everything from a scratch. So begin the firewall name, DC firewall. Done. So first, what all things we need to do? We need to configure interface, which is WAN interface. Let me configure port number 4. This would be my WAN interface, and the role I will give as a WAN. IP 100.1.1.1/30. I will enable ping on this interface. Done. After that, I need to configure one static default route for this traffic. This particular firewall need to able to communicate with the branch firewall. So I will give one default route towards our ISP router. Okay. Create new static route. Gateway would be 100.1.1.2. Done. Now let me try to ping my gateway first. Execute ping 100.1.1.2. Okay, pinging. After that, we need to configure our VPN. We don't need to configure any policy for now. We will configure a VPN directly. Ipsec VPN. So whenever you are configuring IPsec VPN, there are two ways: either use a predefined template or use a template from our Fortigate, or use a custom tunnel. Okay, so we will not use a predefined template. We will use a custom tunnel, IPsec tunnel. I will say I will use my custom tunnel, or else suppose you want a predefined template, you can use a predefined template also. For now, we will use a custom tunnel. We'll say DC to branch.
Hmm.
This. Mhm.
What is the difference between predefined template and the custom template?
So whenever you are using a predefined template, you don't need to create a routing or security policy. A template will create a routing and security policy. Okay.
Okay.
When you are using a custom tunnel, you need to configure phase 1, phase 2. After that, you need to configure a routing. You need to configure a policy also. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And when you use a predefined template, you cannot use your own encryption and hash algorithms. See, suppose I wanted to use this particular encryption and hash algorithms, right? In a predefined template, Fortigate usually use the higher encryptions and all. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So now let us go DC to branch, I will say. So during our phase 1, this is our phase 1. What is our remote IP? 101.1.1.1. What is the interface? Interface would be port number 4, right? Then I don't need to do any of these things. I need to concentrate on pre-shared key now. Pre-shared key we will give a FortiGate. Then what version we are using? Version 2. Version 1 is outdated, so you don't need to worry. Almost everyone is shifting to version 2 only now. Des, and then I will use the MD5. Then what is a group I am using? I am using a group number 5. Then lifetime key. Only these things you need to select. Rest all you can ignore. Then phase 2 selector. On a phase 2 selector, what is my local subnet? 192.168.100.0/24. What is my remote subnet? 192.168.200.0/24. Then I need to select hash and encryption. I will say des and MD5. Then I will say group I wanted to select and lifetime key. So after this, my phase 1 and phase 2 selector is completed. Okay. Once we create a tunnel, we need to create a routing also. Now let me go to route. Okay, I'll create one default, one more route, not a default route this time. This one I need to select a route 192.168.200.0/24. Remote location route that would be going via tunnel. Okay. After we create a tunnel, we need to create a policy. So whenever you create any tunnel, there are three phases or three stages, we call it. Stage 1, VPN config. Stage 2, routing. Stage 3, security policy. Okay. If you miss any of this, your traffic will not flow. I am talking about custom tunnel. If we are creating a template based, then only you need to create a VPN config. Your routing and the security policy would be created at the time of your VPN only. Your when you are configuring a VPN. Okay. So now we have created a
Here,
tunnel.
sorry to interrupt. Here, the security policy uh, is is same as a firewall policy.
Correct. Same as firewall policy. You just need to select a source
Okay.
interface, destination
Okay.
interface,
Okay. Got it.
then what is the source
Okay.
IP,
Okay. Got it.
destination IP.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So now let us go to security policy. First, I will create a address objects. I will create my local address object, remote address object, local address or DC address or
So
DC subnet. I will say.
here we are creating site-to-site VPN, right?
Correct.
Site-to-site VPN in the sense if it is local and that is site A and remote, you are saying site B, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Branch firewall 192.168.200.0/24. Done. Now I need to create two security policies. One, LAN to tunnel. another one tunnel to LAN. Okay, now let us create LAN to branch. I will say incoming interface would be my LAN port 1 and outgoing interface would be my tunnel. Source address would be my DC subnet, destination address would be my branch subnet. Services I'll give as all. I don't need to select a NAT in the tunnel. Then all sessions output. Done. Then another policy I need to create. 1 minute, hold on. Let us do one thing. I will say clone reverse. So another policy is created. Same thing. It would be like BR2 LAN. Okay. Incoming interface DC, outgoing interface port 1, branch firewall, branch subnet. Okay, it should be branch subnet. I gave branch firewall. Okay, no problem. And DC subnet, all policy should be enabled. Done. Okay, so now on a firewall 1 it is configured everything. Now we need to focus on firewall or branch firewall. So now let us open a branch PC. In branch PC also there is no configuration available. Let us do it from scratch. BRFW. Okay. I'll go to network interfaces. First let me change this port 1 name to LAN. Then port 4 configuration. There is no configuration in a port 4. So I'll say I wanted to configure as a WAN. And the role would be WAN role 101.1.1.1/30. 1 minute. Okay, and I'll try to enable ping also on this, and then I'll configure a static route. One static route would be pointing towards 101.1.1.2. Done. Let me try to ping my gateway. Execute ping 101.1.1.2. Done. Now after configuring interface and static route, I need to configure a VPN. Go to VPN, we'll say create new IPsec tunnel. This time let us try to keep it with a template. We'll say branch to DC. Okay, when we are giving with the template, just I need to give remote IP 100.1.1.1. what is the authentication key? Sorry, Fortigate. Then what is my local interface? What is our local interface? LAN. And what is my local subnet? 200. What is my remote subnet? I need to give it here 192.168.100.0/24. Okay, done. Create, show tunnels. Okay, so once we create this particular tunnel, if you go to network and the static routes, your routing is automatically created DC to remote. What is a subnet? Let us see. They are calling it like a DC remote subnet. So let me edit this. We'll see what is a subnet. 100.0 automatically created with the tunnel only. And let me go to policy and object, firewall policy. There would be policies created from LAN to DC and the DC to tunnel to LAN, and both the things. So but whenever you create this particular thing, the NAT, okay, NAT is disabled in this. Done. And the other side also, let us see other firewall also. Let me check. Usually when you create with a template, sometimes the NAT would be enabled. Okay, done. Now still the tunnel is not coming up. Why? Because let us see IPsec tunnel. I'll say okay, edit Let us see what is the hash and encryption algorithms being chosen. I will go to this config system interface phase 1 BRDC show. Now 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. My mistake. Config VPN IPsec phase 1 interface edit BR to DC. Now let us see show what is a proposal destin MD5. Okay, done. The remote gateway IP 100.1.1.1. Okay, then why the tunnel is not coming up? Let us try to bring the tunnel up now. Choose this. I'll say bring the tunnel up, all phase 2 selectors. The tunnel is not coming up, so now let us see what is the error. We'll go to events, VPN events, failure, negotiation failure. What is a negotiation failure? Let us see. Error, negotiation error. Peer essay proposal not matching local policy. It says a peer essay proposal is not matching to local policy, right? So what proposals are not matching? Let us see. I'll come here again. Set proposal is there. Peer type any static wizard. Okay, then and config VPN IPsec phase 2 interface show. Even here also destin MD5, destin SHA1 is there. Okay, show VPN. 1 minute. Config VPN IPsec phase 1 interface edit BRDC show full configuration. Let us see what is not matching. Authentication pre-shared key set mode net device Diffie Hellman group 14 and 5. There we have given 5. That is okay. Okay, we'll change the tunnel to custom tunnel now again. Then we'll see if anything is not matching. Edit, convert to custom tunnel. Okay, destin MD5. Here it is using IKE version 1, but we are using IKE version 2, right? I'll say IKE version 2 I wanted to use, and the phase 1 proposal I wanted to use is des and MD5. Done.
Essay proposal and phase 1 proposal both are same.
Essay proposal and phase 1 proposals, yeah, same. Security algorithms,
Yeah.
we call it. Okay. DC
Okay.
remote.
On there we gave only 5. Here we gave 14 and 5.
Either of the one should match, then it should be fine.
Either of them. Okay.
Then we don't need this. Okay. Done. Now let us try to bring. Okay, tunnel came up automatically now once this matched. Now from a DC to firewall or DC to branch, let us try to ping 100.1, which is a firewall IP. Let us see why it is pinging or not. Okay, it is pinging now. We are in a branch. Let me try to take a DC firewall access. We are able to take. Let us try to do a vice versa. We'll go to DC. We are able to take a branch firewall access, right? So using these things we can able to do tunnel configuration, but now we have just configured straightforward. We know algorithms and all we have configured. in a real-time environment, there are a lot of issues may come in a tunnel. Then at that time, you need to do a tunnel troubleshootings. Okay. So when it comes to IPsec tunnel, the major troubleshootings you need to do is, see from our logs what we have checked today. 1 minute. If I check my logs, I clearly get to know, right? Logs and events. I was clearly able to see failure, right? So what is a failure? I was able to check, right? Proposal, essay proposals not matching a local policy. That means whatever we have configured in a phase 1 or phase 2 proposals, that is not matching, right? So we need to check then only these proposals. First thing, IKE version should be matching. Version 1 and version 2 cannot be having a compatibility, so both sides should be same version. Then phase 1 proposals, then phase 2 proposals. Okay, this to be matching. Then in a phase 2 proposals means everything comes under this selectors, encryption, hash algorithm, DH group, everything will come under this. Okay, so everything should be matching. If none of the things are matching, we will get an error like our VPN will not come up. So how do we troubleshoot this? Let us see. So I have given a troubleshooting commands also in our lab document. Let us see. So this would be our troubleshooting commands, IPsec VPN troubleshooting commands. First you need to check if a VPN is up and running via this particular. So now let me copy these commands here. Give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, I am having one notepad. Okay, so first command will be like okay, this is not good, it would be very confusing. So this would be first command. With this what you will get to know, tunnel name and is it up or not. Okay, then second command, you can see if a tunnel status, if it is not up, what is happening, connecting or connected state, status of a specific tunnel. Then we need to check a phase 2 also. This is a phase 1 only. Established means it is connected. If it is in connecting state, then there is some issue in a phase 1 only. Okay, then diagnose VPN tunnel. This is our phase 2. Okay, so now let us see how we can use these commands to do. As of now we are not doing a debug, we are just checking what is the issue or where the tunnel is getting stuck. Then we will do a debug.
So,
Me.
just go to Notepad. Notepad here. The first line you put like tunnel name and up, whether it is up or down, right? That
No,
is the
we don't need to
that
put
is the
tunnel name.
status, right?
This is only a command. Okay.
Yeah, that part I understand. What I'm asking, get VPN IPsec tunnel summary. We will get the status, right? Whether it's
This
up
is,
or
yeah,
not.
this will get
Then
all tunnels. If you have 5 tunnels,
and
you will get to know
okay,
about all tunnels. Only you will get to know what how many
okay.
selectors are there. Let me show you. For example, I'll come to DC.
Segment will be showing only to specific site, right?
Specific site, and it will show more details also. Let us see.
Oh,
Get VPN IPsec tunnel summary. This will give us only these details like this is your tunnel configured, this is a remote gateway IP, and how many selectors you have. Phase 2 selectors I am talking about. Okay, you have one phase 2
okay.
selector and it is up and running. Okay, this will you will get to know. But if there is any issue, you will get to know like one selector is there, 0 is in up and running, but what is the status, is it a phase 1 is down or phase 2 is down, we will not get to know from this. Okay, so now suppose I am having a one selector but 0 is up and running, then first I need to know if my phase 1 is up or my phase 2 is, my having a issue with phase 1 or phase 2, right? So this is suppose
Yes.
my, from here I got to know a tunnel name. Now I need to concentrate on this tunnel only. Okay, then I will check this tunnel. I'll get to know if a phase 1 is established stage or it is in a connecting state. Okay, if it is in established stage, then phase 1 is up and running. Then I need to go to phase 2. This would be the command to check a phase 2.
Okay.
In a phase 2, major thing you need to check is this particular line. You see SA is equals to 1. The number 1 indicates, okay, SA proposals are matching and the tunnel is established. If you see SA is equals to 0, that means the major issue is in your phase 2 selectors only. Okay. Let us see, and here you will get to know what is my source IP, what is my destination IP, and all, everything you will get to know. If you have any of this thing not matching, then you will see here as a SA0. Then you need to check phase 2 proposals, encryption, your secret keys and all, not secret keys, selectors and all. Okay. Then these are the show commands only. Now
once we saw this SA01, then we need to correct in CLI or GUI, right?
GUI,
After
correct,
that.
correct. So
Okay.
suppose just now we got to know the show commands. We still don't know the exact issue. A show commands means, okay, SA0 means there is some issue in mismatching our selectors. Okay. So what type of selectors other is giving us, or why it is not matching, if we wanted to know, we can do a debugs also. So now let us do a debug. We'll do some modification in our configuration and we'll try to do a debug. Okay. Okay, very bad. 1 minute. So I will say diagnose, reset, VPN, IKE, the destination address. What is your remote IP? 101.1.1.1 assume. Okay. Diagnose, debug. We are doing a debug of application, which is IKE.
Here we are using IK version 2 only, right? But
Correct.
here
No, that
we
is
mentioned
not
that
version
IK
1.
1.
That is not version 1. That is a symbol that you do all the debugs. What
Okay.
-1 means you will do all the debugs for IKE. Okay.
Okay.
So first what we will do, now assume in a phase 1 what we are doing, we are using this thing, right? We will do a modifications in a phase 1 password for now. This is a remote IP. Okay. Okay, we will do a modifications in a phase 1 IP password. Then we will see what error we will get. So here we are having a Fortigate. Here we are having a Fortigate, right? And a site 2. Site 2. I will change from a Fortigate to Fortigate 123. Okay. Then we will see under debugs what will happen. I'll go to branch PC. To VPN Ipsec tunnel. I will change the password, pre-shared key. Here I will change get 123. Okay, done. Other side it is only Fortigate. Done. Configured. We need to manually bring the tunnel down, then it will come up again. So now bring down all phase 2 selectors. Done. Then let us try to bring up again. It is not coming up. Now let us go to logs and reports. Again I will go to events, VPN events. Let us see what happens.
So it won't go automatically down, right? So
There
once
would be
the
a timer. Before the timer it will not go down.
okay.
Okay.
Can we able to adjust the timer?
Yeah, we have given the timers, right? This is a timer, key lifetime timer, 86400.
No. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so negotiation phase 2 failed, phase 1 is failing. So why it is failing? Failed. There is a reason to fail, or let us see. Negotiation
Progress.
error. Okay, probably pre-shared key mismatch. This is we are getting from a GUI. Sometimes if it is not showing from a GUI, how we will check from a CLI? Let us see. I'll go to DC firewall, admin. Then whatever commands we have, we will try to do a debug. Enable a debug. Then let us initiate again a tunnel, VPN, IPsec tunnel. Try to bring the tunnel. Okay, it is not coming up. Okay, we got a lot of traffic now. Diagnose, debug, reset. Done. Now let me try to copy all these things. Then we'll try to find out what can be the error. Okay, what is happening? Let us see. Okay, we'll go from this side. Received a notifier and then received a proposals. Proposal ID came. Proposal is IKE version 2. Encryption algorithm came. DES. Okay, hash algorithm came. MD5. Proposals matched. There is no issue in the proposal. Okay, proposal ID 1, proposal ID matched. That is saying lifetime key is also there. SA proposal chosen from the gateway. Done. Processing. There is no issue in the proposals. Processing. Mismatched DH group in IKE payload. That's okay. That's a fine. Now we need to figure out the error only. Again, responder, it came, we responded.
Sending invalid key notification.
Key notification, we are trying to find out what type of error you will get when you have the password incorrect. Processing, notifying, connecting DCD or child. Okay, the initiator was other side, so he will get to know the error, what is the error and all. So now let us see if we get from here also. Whoever initiated, right, they will get to know easily the error. If I am initiating the traffic from DC, I will get to know the error. But we have initiated from branch. Let us see what will happen. Sending initial contact comes. Okay, done. Somewhere we need to get to know a pre-shared key mismatch.
No, in starting I saw some error like initiating
That is
key mismatch.
Initiator means other side who initiated the traffic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here we are getting at the bottom. PSK auth failed, probably pre-shared key mismatch. Right. At the end, he has chosen a lot of proposals. Phase 1, everything chosen. But at the end, a PSK or pre-shared key is mismatching. Right. Now the tunnel is down at both the sides. Again, let us see the commands what we have checked previously, the show commands. Diagnose get VPN tunnel. If tunnel is down, how you will see? You have one selector, but it is down now. Okay. Then what is the status? Let us see. In a phase 1 only, the status is connecting, right? That means your phase 1 only not up and running. So now you need to majorly focus on your phase 1 only. You need to check your password. You need to check your phase 1 encryption as hash algorithms, timers, DH group and all. Okay. If a phase 1 is up but phase 2 is not up, how it will show? Let us see. Phase 2 as of now nothing is showing. Source IP and all showing, but your SA is equal to 0. 0 means your phase 2 selectors is not yet selected. Your phase 1 only down as of now. But sometimes what happens? Your phase 1 is up, but still your phase 2 can be 0. That means your selectors or phase 2 algorithms are not matching. Okay. Now let us see. We will change the password again. I'll go to VPN IPsec tunnel. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'll go to IPsec tunnel. appreciate key, I'll change it to Fortigate, and at the same time I need to change it other firewall also, or else it will not work now. Whenever we change a password, we need to change it both the firewalls now. VPN IPsec tunnel. Let us see if it came up. Okay, it came up, no problem. So now what I will do, I will not change anything on a phase 1. I will change the things on a phase 2. Phase 1 it is up, 1 minute. I will say I wanted to do everything here same only, but phase 2 I will change a proposal. Okay, under this I will say I will use desk and SHA1 and group 5. Okay, so proposal we are changing now. Done. Again let me do a refresh. Bring a phase 2 selectors. Now let us do a debug again. So this is my okay. Before that, let us see again summary. There is one selector, but 0 is up and running. DC phase 1 is in a established stage, right? If you see, a phase 1 is in a established stage, but our actual tunnel 0 is in up and running, right? Now let us see a phase 2. Now see from this particular output what we are getting to know. Phase 1 is up. That means actual management traffic is correct. Your authentication, your encryption and all in a phase 1 is correct. Now actual traffic which goes via phase 2, that is not up and running. Let us see what is happening. VPN tunnel DCDR. So in a phase 2, the status, 1 minute, where is the proxy ID? Child number, there is nothing is there as of now. Give me 1 minute. Your phase 2 nothing is showing as of now. So now let us do a debug in a phase 2 only now. Okay, I will do a debug again. Diagnose debug reset, then I will again start a debug. Done. You can get to know many things from a GUI also, but sometimes a GUI will take a lot of time. So I will try to do a initiate phase 2 selectors. Okay, we got to know. Let me again initiate the traffic. Bring all phase 2 selectors up. Oh, 1 minute, hold on. Let us see if we got any output from this. Or else we'll try to initiate from other side also. Okay. PFS generated, 1 minute. IPsec SA connecting using existing connection. That means phase 1 is up and running. Okay. Generate DH group value request queued, initiating. Okay, done. As of now, we are not getting any errors on this. Config found, create child exchange. Okay, let us generate a traffic from other side also now. From a BR side, we'll go here. All phase 2 selectors. I'll go to firewall again. I'll copy this. Now I generated from other side, right? Then we got some errors. From our side we are generating, firewall was not generating proper logs. Okay. Then traffic came from other side, received child request, responder, created child exchange, proposal, peer received a proposal. This is a selector, phase 2 selector, comparing selector, matched. Selectors are matching, there is no issue in a selector. Phase 2 matched by subnets, except a proposal. Then okay, incoming SA proposal, which means our encryption and hash algorithm keys. So we are receiving DES and MD5. My proposal, DES and SHAHA. Okay. So what is happening? In a phase 2, what is happening? From other side, we are receiving DES and MD5. But from my side, I am having DES and SHA-1, right? So there is a proposal mismatch in both the sides. You can clearly see in these logs we received incoming proposal DES and MD5, but my proposal it is DES and SHA-1. Everything is same, but the proposal is not matching, so no proposal has been chosen. This is the error we are getting. So we need to either tell the other side to use the SHA-1, or we need to change at our side to SHA-1. Okay, then everything would be fine. So this type of errors you can easily read when you do a debug in your firewalls. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah. Mostly the problem will occur in the phase 1 or phase 2 also, right?
Phase
Phase
2
2 also
also, yeah.
sometimes.
Phase 2 also it comes. Many times, see, here even they selected selectors, right? Many times the selectors are not matching. Then you will get to know selectors mismatch issue like that. Here you are getting no proposal chosen, right? Like that you will get a selector mismatch issue. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now again we will change the selectors from a phase 1, sorry, phase 2 at the DC side. I will go to IPsec tunnel again. So this,
So gateway verification fail, those things comes under phase 2, right?
no, that is in a VPN and IK
API.
version VPN. Yeah. Sorry, that is for a remote access VPN. Gateway validation failed and all. Yeah. Okay. So I will use MD5 now. Okay, done. So now let us try to bring the tunnel up again. Phase 2 again up. Okay, phase 2 is up and running now. Let us try to ping again other side now. 200.1. Okay, we are in DC and we are pinging 200.1. Then suppose I wanted to ping 200.100. That is also pinging, right? And my IP config, my IP is 100.100. Right? Is it clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Now comes one interesting topic. When you have a tunnel with multiple ISPs. Okay. Or I am having dual ISP. Suppose I will go to this lab environment. Give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. As of now, I am having single tunnel or a single ISP. In some environments, what will happen? I would be having a dual ISPs. Second ISP I am having. Okay. Connecting here. Connecting here. Then I can use this tunnel as a primary, this tunnel as a secondary. Only changes I need to do is the routing. This tunnel you give a default or a sub. See, whenever we are creating a tunnel, after creating tunnel we are configuring some type of static routes, right? Either you can use a static route or you can use some routing protocol also. Assume I am using a static route. So this tunnel I can give a AD value of 10 and this tunnel I can give a AD value of 15. So this would be a secondary tunnel. Traffic would be flowing from this tunnel only. If you don't want to use a primary and secondary, you can use both as active. Sorry, other tunnel also. As active tunnels you can use, and you can do a traffic load balancing. But in this case, it is recommended not to do a load balancing for a specific subnet. Suppose I am having only one selector, and I try to do a load balancing, it would be a huge hectic, or it would be traffic would be having lot of issues. So suppose on a DC I am having another subnet. A subnet assume 192.168.1.0. On a branch also I am having another subnet 192.168.2.0. Then what I can do? I can do a load balancing of a traffic. I will say to this firewall, whenever you are going via, if you are trying to go to 200.0, then use this tunnel. If you are trying to go to 2.0, then use this tunnel. And when this tunnel is down, automatically traffic would be shifted to another tunnel. It is as simple as how we did a ECMP or how we did a PBR, right? You need to do your routing changes or you need to modify your routing majorly, then you can use active passive tunnel or active tunnel based on your requirements. Okay,
Oh,
is it clear?
yeah, clear.
Any questions, anyone?
So this site to site, we can access the local sources from the both ends, right? Site A can access the site B, and site B
Correct.
can access the site A,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Okay. For that, we will log in the same like a Forti client.